This is the fastest production car in the world, and it's called a Tuatara. Now, this is the fastest WordPress theme in the world, and it's called Rishi. Okay guys, so there you have it, rishitheme.com, and this is the fastest theme you can ever install on your WordPress website. As you can see, it is Core Vital optimized and it's dedicated for WordPress. Okay, so this one is lightning fast, lightweight, but also highly customizable. So these are the two things you want definitely with a theme. You want it to be fast and highly customizable. Okay, now here's the best part. Are you ready? It's free, 100% free. As you can see, Rishi is free forever. And they don't even ask for any credit cards or anything. You can download it immediately from here just by clicking this big blue button here. Very, very easy. Now, look at this. In relation to speed, they claim that it is lightning fast and you get a Google page speed score of 100%. So I was a bit doubtful, you know. So here they say that with zero CLS, so cumulative layout shift, it assures the greatest performance. So to be honest, I was a bit doubtful, so I put this to the test. Okay, so let me show you. This theme comes with starter sites, so ready-made starter sites. So there's quite a few here, I think about 21 altogether, which is absolutely nice and very great, you know. So it can save you a lot of time already to start your website. We have a pre-made template, ready-made pre-made template that you can work from. So as you can see, we have yoga, construction, we have gym, we have portfolio, we have education, law firm, and accountant and digital marketing. So these are all the main industries you will probably need if you're designing a website for someone or even for yourself. So what I did, I grabbed a few randomly of those demo and I put them to the test. So this is what came out. I went to GT metrics, so this is to measure how fast a website actually is. And I tried, the very first one here was the law firm. And as you can see here, the score is grade A, 100%. So just like they say here, page speed inside on desktop, 100%. And as you can see here, it is true, guys. They don't make that up. It is true. You really get 100% performance. So I said, okay, maybe it's just this one. So I tried wedding, and this one got a 100% grade, 100% as well. So I tried this one, portfolio. This one got 99%. So I've tried them all of them here, one by one in the end, and just to make sure. And the lowest was 97%. So to be honest, guys, it is true. It is lightning fast. Absolutely true. It is super fast, you know. Now let's scroll down the page a little bit. And as you can see, it integrates with all the main plugins. So you have Gutenberg, Elementor for your page builders. You have Rank Math for your SEO. And then also WooCommerce and Yoast. So these are two SEO plugins. And then with WooCommerce, this is for creating e-commerce websites, obviously, you know. So all of these are very important and they integrate absolutely 100% with them seamlessly, and you keep the same performances as well. So not only will you build a fast website, but it'll be fast and responsive even with Elementor and WooCommerce. So this is great progress as well, you know. Okay, so let's go back to the top. Let's download the theme. So all you have to do basically is put in your name and first name and your email address, and you're ready to download. So just like that basically, and then click download. And then from here, just scroll down the page and you have the link here. Just click on that and you can download that onto your hard drive. That's it. So that's us done for what is about downloading a theme. So now let's go to our WordPress dashboard. Okay, so welcome to our WordPress dashboard. And as you can see, we're starting with a fresh installation. So that means we have no plugins installed at all. And when it comes to appearance, the theme, we only have the 2021 theme, so the default WordPress theme. So let me show you quickly what our website looks like at the moment. So this is the basic theme. So as you can see, nothing outstanding yet. but we are going to change it very quickly. So let's upload our theme. So we go into Appearance, Themes, and then we're going to add New. And now we're going to upload the theme, the file that we just downloaded. Okay, so let's click Upload Theme, choose File, and let's select the file that we just downloaded. Okay, and then click Install. There you go. So even the installation is lightning fast. So let's activate this now. Very good. And now here on top of our page, we have a message that says, thank you for installing Rishi Companion, but we strongly recommend that you activate Rishi Companion plugin to get access to all the features like extensions, demo starter templates, and so on and so on. So let's click on this now. So install Rishi Companion. So there you go. So from here, we have all the main tools to customize the website. So everything that's got to do with identity, the color settings, the typography. So typography, that's all related to fonts. Okay, so you have the site layout, header, and so on and so on. So we can access this immediately from here. So they made it very, very easy for us to customize the website with the least effort possible. Okay, what we're interested in now is the starter site. So let's click on this. And as you can see, we can select among a variety of different starter templates ready made that we can install. So as you can see, we have a button here, install Rishi starter template. So let's do that. So that's it now. As you can see on our page, we have all the different available templates. Some of them are pro version, so you have to pay for this, and some are free. Okay, so but you can always use the free ones free of charge again, because this is why they're free, obviously, you know. So if you wanted, for instance, to install portfolio or maybe counseling or charity or any of them, you can install them for free. Now, those with the label here that says pro, obviously, these are paid version, you know. But for the demo here, for our tutorial, we're going to use only free ones. And now you can narrow this down if you want to. So you can see here on top of our page, you have a drop-down menu. You can select all the free ones or all the premium versions, okay? So let's go with the free ones for now. And let's select one of them. So as you can see, we're wedding, consulting, law firm, etc. One I really like is this one here, accountant. I think it's a very nice looking, sleek website. So let's go ahead and let's install this. So let's have a quick preview. As you can see, very fast loading. And again, as I said, very sleek looking and very, very professional. Okay, so let me show you how to install this. So let's go back here. And from here, all you have to do is to hover on top and click on the title itself here. Okay, just like that. So let me hide myself for a second here. As you can see here at the bottom, we have install the complete site or install only the homepage template. So as you can see here, we have the homepage, we have services, and you have the preview here by the side. And you can scroll up and down this page and see what it looks like. So depending on your own personal requirements and preferences, you might want to import only the home page and perhaps maybe the contact page as well. Maybe that's all you need. So you can import those two pages on their own. Okay? Now, for the sake of our tutorial here, we're going to make our life easy. We're going to just import the whole website. Okay? So we're going to click on this, import complete site. And as you can see, it's asking you for a few options here. Do you want to import the customized settings, the widgets, the required plugins, and the content? So click all of this, tick them all, you know, select them all, make sure they're all ticked off, okay? And then let's click import. So now this is going to take a few moments, maybe perhaps a full minute, maybe two, depending on how fast your internet connection is. So what I'm going to do, guys, now is to pause the video and I'll meet you guys when it's fully imported. All right, so there you go, guys. So that took about, I'd say, about 60 seconds tops, you know. So very good. So now we can close this window here and we can go back to our website. As you can see, it's fully imported. Now let's refresh our page. And boom, just like that. You can see, guys, immediately how fast it takes. It's very, very fast. It doesn't take long at all to load, does it? Very, very fast. And as you can see, very professional looking as well. So this is what you want again, you know. I just need to re-emphasize this. As you can see, this is a very long page with a lot of content. And yet, it loads is just a split second, you know. So these are all the things that you want to take care of for your website. You want to make sure it is fast, it looks professional, and it's highly customizable. So very essentials, you know. Okay, so let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. And now let's take care of the essential steps, the initial steps. Okay, so let's go back to our main tools, our main screen here. So we go into Appearance, Rishi Theme. And from here, as you can see, we've taken care of the starter site. And now we're going to look at the customizer options. So here you can find everything related to the customization of your layout, the look of your website, how it looks like in the front end. So we have the site identity. So that's all the header section with the logo and all of that. And then you have the colors, the typography, etc., etc. So let's go through all of these one by one. And let me show you how you can customize your website and make it look absolutely fantastic. So let's click on site identity. Very good. So this is our first step here. So as you can see, on the left-hand side, we have our tools. And on the right-hand side, we have a preview of our website. And we also have here in the bottom section, the layout, the generic layout of how this page is constructed. So let me hide myself here so you can see everything, including those items here on the right-hand side. So now as you can see here, it says customizing the header section. So this is the header, all related to the header. So if you hover on top, as you can see, we have two different areas. We have the top row and then the main row. And then we have the exact same overview of the layout here at the bottom. So as you can see, this is the top row and this is the main row. So as you can see here, we have the address and phone number and social media icons. And this is the contact and these are socials. And at the bottom, you have a logo here. So that's the logo. Then we have the menu section and a call to action. And this is menu and then the button. Okay. So this is how it works. Now, if you wanted to edit the content of those sections, so if you wanted to put your own address here and your own phone number, you can hover on top and you can see you have a small pencil appearing here. If you click on this, as you can see now we have address and phone number. So simply click on the drop-down menu and now we can type our own address right here. So let's say something like this, maybe your number, the street name and the city where you're based. And then you can also add a link. So if someone was to hover on top of this address here, you could bring them directly to a specific page. So for instance, let's say if you wanted to show directions to your address immediately here, you could select the full URL here on Google Maps and maybe link it here, just like that. And now because this is a hyperlink, obviously when you're going to click on this, it's going to open the page. So maybe you want to enable open links in a new tab. So this way they won't be leaving your website to go to that page. So that your page will remain open while they can check this new page as well. So let me show you what it's like. So let me publish this. Now if we refresh our home page, as you can see we have address. If I hover on top here, it will change into a hyperlink. And if I click on it, it will open a new tab with the address. So this is how it can be done. So this is one option that you might use. So it's very handy indeed. And now you can do the same, obviously, with your phone number. Just type your phone number right here. And then you can add also different items, different sets of information. So as you can see, you have mobile here, we have working hours, email address, website. So let's say if I wanted to add an email address, I just click add. Now I can open this up just like this. And now we're going to change this to our own email address. So hello@mrwebreviews.com. Okay. And here you have the link, which is optional. So if someone hovers on top, it will link that directly to whatever mail software you have at hand. So it could be Gmail. If you're using your phone, you might open Gmail automatically or something like that. So what we do basically is to type the email address here again. Like this, okay? And now let's click publish. Now if we go back here and refresh again, and as you can see, our email address is showing now, so we can just click on it and it will open Outlook because I'm using a Windows 10 computer here. But if you were to use that on your phone, you might open Gmail or any other app that you have. Okay, so that's how easy it is. Now, as you can see, this is displaying on two lines. Maybe you want to change that as well. Maybe you might want to remove the title and just keep the icon on its own. So let me refresh now. And as you can see, this is a little bit better. Okay, very good. So as you can see, you can add as many information as you want, even working hours, etc., etc. And then if we scroll down a little bit, you can see you can change the icon size. So this one here, you can make it bigger or smaller. So let's keep it maybe at 16 the way it was, which is fine. You can change the spacing in between as well, and you can change the shape of your icon as well. So at the moment, there's nothing special. It's just by default. You can have them rounded. You can see we have a colored background now, or square as well. So depending on the layout that you have, general layout on your website, you might want to change this. So let's go with maybe a rounded shape. And as you can see, you can also have a solid or an outline color. So as you can see, there you go. So this is just an outline, and this is a solid background. So I think this looks absolutely great, you know. Now again, it's just a matter of preferences. So I'm just going to keep it by default just for now. Okay. So next, let's have a look at our social media icon. As you can see, if you hover on top, you can click on the small pencil to edit, and it will open a new set of customization tools on the side here. So as you can see, we have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and you can add again as many as you want. So you can have YouTube, TikTok, Dribble, and so on and so on. As you can see, loads and loads of them to choose from. Okay. So let me add just one here, maybe YouTube. Let's add this. Now, how can you link this to your actual social media platforms? So as you can see, you can click on them, you can reorganize them. So change the order basically, you know. So let's put YouTube first, maybe just like this. So how can you add a link? It's right here underneath. As you can see, you can add links to your social media platforms by clicking this link. So click on this. Very good. And now you can add those links, as you can see here. So let's just add YouTube here. So let's link this to my own channel, Mr. Web Reviews. And now if we go back here and refresh. So now if I click on the YouTube icon, as you can see, we'll open up a new tab automatically, which is absolutely great, you know, and it will bring us to this channel automatically. Okay, very good. So now let's go back here again. And as you can see, if you scroll down the page, we have all the same settings as previously. So you can change the size of your icon and the spacing in between. You can change the color as well. So as you can see at the moment, it's custom. If you select official, it will actually be the real colors of those channels. So as you can see, YouTube is red, Facebook is blue, LinkedIn is blue, Twitter is a different shade of blue, and so on. So it's really up to you if you want it this way, or if you select custom, it'll basically be the color as assigned on your website. Okay. And again, you can change the icon shape. So you can add a background color if you wanted to, just round it, or square, and then maybe a solid color, or just the outline. So again, very flexible and easily customizable theme as well. So next, let's take care of our logo here on top. So to change your logo, again, just hover on top. You have the small pencil, click on this. And now as you can see by the side, this is where you can upload your new logo. So we have two different types of logo here. We have the main logo, and then we have the sticky state logo. So what's the difference? Okay, so to demonstrate this, as you can see here, we have our menu section. If I scroll down the page, it will disappear. And if I scroll down a bit further down, it will show up again and it will remain there. So this is what is called a sticky menu section. Okay, so the logo here is different for those two different sections. So you have your main header here. This is the one. So that's the logo attached to this. And if you have it sticky, you need another logo just for the sticky section as well. Okay, so let's do this together now. All you have to do basically is click on this, click on the small pencil, and now we can upload our logo, or you can select it from your media library. So if you already have it uploaded here, you can select it from there. Otherwise, just upload your new file. So let's select the file. I found one here online. So let's open this. There you go. And then click the select button here. There you go. And then continue. Very good. And as you can see now, our new logo is showing up. Now, if I scroll down the page, as you can see, our old logo is still there because we need one for the sticky state as well. So let's click on the pencil again, and let's go and select the same one, and let's click select. And there you have it. As you can see now, we have a logo on the top header. If you scroll down, it will display also in sticky mode. Very good. So let me show you one more very important tool here and feature. You can change the logo size immediately from here. So all you have to do is to drag this left or right if you want it to be a bit smaller, or maybe you want it to be bigger. You can change this very easily from here. You don't even have to resize the images. Just use this drag feature here. Very easy again. Okay, next we have our call to action button right here. So if you hover on top, you can edit this as well. So this is a very important part of your website, obviously. You know, when someone lands on your web page, anywhere on your website, they will see that in the header section. So what do you want them to do? Do you want them to request a callback? Do you want them to request a quote? Do you want them to book an appointment maybe? What is it that you want them to do? So again, think about it. Take some time to do a bit of work, you know, and think about the importance of this button here, you know. So let's say if you wanted them to book an appointment, how can you do this? Okay, so let me show you. If you go back to the home page here, we go into the contact page. As you can see, we have a form here that says get in touch. Maybe we could rename this and call this book an appointment, okay? So this could be your landing page for booking an appointment. So what we can do basically is to select this URL here, go back here, and now we can link this button to this actual page, okay? So let's call this here book an appointment. Very good. And then we can link the URL. There you go. Now, because this URL will be opened from our own website, we don't have to open this in a new tab. We can just leave it as is. Okay, so let's publish this. Let's go back to our home page. Now, as you can see, we have book an appointment. So if you click on this, it's going to bring us to the contact page. And then later on, we can rename this and call this book an appointment. So very easy again. Okay, very good. So this is how you can set up your call to action button. Okay, very good. So next we have our menu section here. So again, you can hover on top and click on the small pencil. And then with all our options here on the left-hand side. So first, let's address the layout of our menu section. So if I hover on top, you can see it will change color as you hover on top of each tabs. And at the bottom, we have a small tiny line here. So I can change this to type 1. So type 1, there is no line displaying underneath. If I select this one, we have a plain background showing. And this one is about the same. It's a mixture of both. You have the line and a background color as well. So I think they're all very nice and good looking. So let's keep this one for now, for instance. Now, if you scroll down your tools here, you have all the configuration and customization features, you know, all the design and colors. So feel free to play around with all these options. These are pretty self-explanatory, so we don't need to cover this now. So how can you change this? Right here, you have manage your menu items in the menu screen. So if you right click on this and open this in a new tab. So as you can see, we have home, about, services, testimonial, blog, and contact. If we go to a home page, it's the exact same. Home, about, services, testimonial, blog, and contact. Okay. And from here, you can add and remove any items that you want. So if you wanted to remove, let's say, the blog section or maybe the testimonials or whichever, you can click on this here, bulk select, and you can remove any pages that you want. So let's say we're going to remove blog. Okay. And all you have to do is to click on remove selected items, but you can multi-select. You can remove more than one item, obviously, you know. So let's just select one for now and let's remove this. There you go. And then don't forget to click save here by the side. Okay. So this is our menu saved. Now let's have a quick look in the front end. If we refresh, there you go. We only have 5 pages now. The blog section is gone. Okay. Now, if you wanted to add something to your website, again, as you can see by the side, we have pages, we have posts, we have custom links and categories as well. So you can add any pages you want, for instance, by just selecting one of them. So let's add the blog page again. So as you can see, there it is. So if you tick this, you click add to menu, and now you can reposition it wherever you want by using this, the drag and drop feature. Okay, so now we have blog here. Now again, if you save, we go back to our home page. So we have 5 items at the moment. If we refresh, as you can see, our blog item is back again. Okay, so there you go, guys. This is how you can actually create and customize your menu section. Okay, so we can close this now. So let's go back to our page here. And there is one last thing I'd like to show you is here at the bottom, you can see we have a desktop computer screen, we have a tablet and a phone. So if you click on tablet, now you can see what it would look like on a tablet. Obviously on a tablet, you might not want to display as many information as you would have on a desktop PC because the screen is much smaller, and the same obviously on a mobile phone. As you can see here at the bottom, let me hide myself again. We only have the logo and the trigger, which is basically this, you know. and it's the same for tablets. We only have the logo and trigger. Whereas if you go on desktop with all these different sets of information with contact, social, a call to action, menu, and the logo. So this is the full-blown layout basically, okay? Okay, very good. So we've taken care of our header section now. So this is done. Now let's take care of the footer section. Okay, and for this, let's go back to appearance, Rishi theme, but this time we're going to scroll down the page and we're going to select footer builder. So let's click on this. Very good. So as you can see here at the bottom, we have all the layout of our footer section. So let me scroll down here just to give you an overview. So as you can see, we have social icons here, which is right here. We have a logo and a bit of about us section here, which is this one here. And then underneath we have the copyright, which is this one. And then a small menu section again, footer menu right there. Okay. So this is how we can change things around. Now, if you wanted to change your social media icon, all you have to do is to hover on top and click on the small pencil. So be careful, don't click on edit. This is to edit the section itself. What you want to do is just the icons here. So click on the small pencil. Very good. And again, the same principle, the same way we did it in the header section. You can add as many as you want. So let's add YouTube, for instance. Okay, we have YouTube now. And then you can configure a social URL. And again, that's the exact same principle as when we did it with the hero section. Okay, so we have the copyright line here. Again, don't click on the edit section here. Just click on the small pencil to edit this. And there you go. So we have copyright, the copyright sign, and then the current year. So let me show you what it looks like in the front end. So basically, I have copyright 2021, the company name, all right reserved. Okay. So what we need to do is basically change the name here. So all you have to do is just highlight this and just put your name, your company name. Okay, so Mr. Web Reviews, for instance, and keep this in place. This is a variable that's going to fetch the actual year. Okay, so if I click on publish now, go back here and refresh. As you can see now, we have copyright 2021, Mr. Web Reviews. And now when we go to the next year, 2022, it will show, change this automatically. You don't have to go and edit again. It will show 2022. Okay, very good. Now we have a footer menu section here. So for this, let me scroll down a little bit, which is this one here. So if you hover on top again, click on the small pencil, you can select which menu you want to display. So it's the same as the top menu section. You can select whichever menu you want to display. So let's say maybe the primary menu. There you go, and click publish, and this is how you can change your menu again. Now this section here, the about us section, is slightly different. Now to change this section, you actually have to click on edit. There you go, and it will show up by the side here. So normally you can do it differently as well. You know, you could either go back to your WordPress dashboard, click on appearance, and click on widgets. This is where your widgets are actually located, you know. And if you scroll down the page here, you will see where footer 1, if you click on this, this is where it actually is located on your website and your WordPress dashboard, okay? So you can either change it from here, or you can do it automatically from your page here. That's all the same, either way would work fine, okay? Just to show you how it works and how the principle is working here. So let's go and change our logo. So we click on this. And as you can see, this is an image, so we can edit or replace the image. So let's replace the image. And now we're going to select the actual logo that we uploaded early on, add widget. There you go. As you can see now, it's been added to our footer section. And then you can do the same with the text. You can type whatever you want, click on this, and this is basically like a word processor. You can just type away whatever it is that you want. So this is the about us section here. A lot of people will scroll down the page immediately, so it's very important as well that you tell your visitors exactly what you do in just a small, tiny, short line in just a few words, okay? Don't forget to click publish. Okay, very good. So let's go back to our home page now and let's refresh. And there you go. As you can see, we have a logo here, the description, our social media icon. We changed everything and now we customized it based on our own business model. Okay, very good. Now let me show you how to change the content of your page now on your home page. How you can change your hero section and everything that's underneath. Okay, so let's do this together now. Okay, so for this we go to our pages here and we're going to locate our home page. So as you can see, it's right here. It says front page and it's called home page as well. Okay, so if you hover on top, as you can see, we'll reveal a few different options. We can edit, quick edit, trash, view, and edit with Elementor. Now, this is an Elementor page. How do we know this? Well, it says it here, and we're going to click on edit with Elementor. So let's click on this. So welcome to Elementor, the easiest drag and drop page builder on the market at the moment. So it's super user-friendly, very easy to use, as you shall see very soon. So on the left-hand side, we have all the different elements. As you can see, inner section, heading, image, text editor, images, videos, and so on. And as you can see, there's loads and loads of them to choose from. So these are all the elements that you can use on your page, okay? On the right-hand side, we have a preview of our page with all the different elements. So how does this work? Very simple. So first, we have sections. So if I hover here, you can see we have a plus, an X, and 6 dots. So this indicates it is a section. So if I click on this, let me click on this now, 1 second. There you go. As you can see, it says edit section. Now this is one section. If you scroll down the page, if I hover on top, again, as you can see, this is another section. Okay, very good. Now let's go back to this one here on top. Now this section is made out of 2 columns, as you can see, right column, left column. So this icon here, the gray one, this is a column. If I click on this, it says column here, okay? And each column is made out of different elements. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different elements here. So what's this one? If I click on this, this is text. What is this one? This one is a heading. And this one is most likely a button. There you go. Okay, so this is how it works. You have a section. Section is made out of columns, and different columns contains different elements. All right, so this is for the main structure. Very good. So if you scroll down the page, you can see we have all these different sections made out of different elements, and you can edit each and every one of them very easily by just clicking on them. So let's take care of our hero section here, which is again the most important part of our website, because this is the first thing that your visitors will see. So let me show you how you can change the main headline here. So if you click on this, as you can see, this is our heading. And here we have the content of the text that's being displayed here. So we have a little bit of text, which is here, and a little bit of HTML coding. So what's /BR? That's basically carriage return. So it's the exact same as if you were to hit enter on your keyboard, okay? So let me change the text here to something else very quickly. So maybe something like this, the fastest WordPress theme in the world. There you go. And you can do the same, obviously, with all the other sections here. If you want to change this, click on it, and then you can change this around. So maybe Mr. Web reviews. There you go. Okay, it's very easy. Again, as I said, super user friendly. Now we have a button here. Again, hover on top, click on the small pencil, and then you can change the content of your button here. So you can change the text. So maybe book an appointment. Okay, and we could link this to our contact page again. So I'm going to copy the link here, and we're going to insert the link right here. So Control V. There you go. Okay, very good. So if we click update now, and we go back to our home page, let's refresh. As you can see now, we have the fastest WordPress theme in the world. And then book an appointment. Let's click on this, and normally it should bring us to the contact page. Very good. So just like I said, super easy to use. Okay, so let's continue on now. As you can see, we have a picture here. Again, click on this, and you can change the picture to whatever you want. So clearly here, this is a picture with a clear background. You can upload whatever you want. You can change it around. You can remove it altogether. That's really up to you, So you can just click on it and select either another picture or upload your own picture. So let's say if I was to select maybe, let's say this one here, okay, and insert the media. Now again, make sure that you select a picture that has a clear background to match up. Otherwise, it will look a bit odd. So let me show you what it could look like. If I was to select this one instead, and then insert media, as you can see, that doesn't work, obviously, So what you want is a lovely picture with a nice, clear background, like this one's, for instance. Okay, very good. So this is how you can change your hero section. So then one more thing maybe I might want to show you. If you hover on top and then select your section here, you can see we have a bluish background. Maybe you want to change that color altogether. And for this, you can go into Style. And as you can see, this is our color here. So maybe you want to select a different shade altogether. There you go. this is how you can change the background color. So basically you have to select the whole section, go into the styling options, and then select your background. And you can also have, if you want to, a gradient color, just like this. Okay, then you need to select 2 colors. So let's select another shade of blue, maybe a darker one or maybe a brighter one, whichever you prefer, you know. And there you go. Very, very easy again. And as you can see, we're a totally different feel now, based just by changing those colors. Okay, so this is how it can be done. So let's keep just a plain color for now. And as always, don't forget to click update. Okay, and then you can do the same with everything else on this page. Basically, if you scroll down the page, as you can see, we have different sections here. So another section here. And if you hover on top, you can edit any of those elements. So you can also change things around. So you can delete section, you can add new section, and you can move them as well, change the order. So let's say this section here, maybe you want this to be in between this section and this one. Okay, so how can you do this? Very simple. So click on this. As you can see, you can grab it and then you can bring this somewhere else on your page. So let's say maybe I'm going to bring it right here, just underneath this section, all together here, just like that. And then you can drop it. There you go. So now this section now is after this one. So you can move things around this way very easily. Again, just grab and then you can move it. Okay, very simple. Now let's say if you don't need this section all together, you want to get rid of it. Okay, then you can click on the X sign. So click on this. And just like this, it's been deleted completely. Okay, now let's say you delete it by mistake and you say, oh my goodness, what do I do now? I wasn't supposed to delete it. I'd rather have it. You can see here by the side, we have history. If you click on this, you can always go back a few steps. So these are all the changes we've made from the start of this page that we've been working on this page. And as you can see, if I click on this one here, there you go. Now it will reappear. It's there again. So whatever you do, you can always go back a step or two, you know, just in case. So don't be too nervous. Feel free to design around whatever it is that you like. And if you make some mistake, as you can see, you can always go back. Okay. So if you hover on this one now, let me show you how to add a new section. So if we click on the plus sign, you can add a new section. Click on the plus again. And now you need to select the structure of your website. So maybe you want full width, maybe 2 columns, maybe 3 columns, or whatever, you know, depending on what is it that you want to design. So let's go with 3 columns, for instance. So as you can see, with 1, 2, 3 columns. Now, if I click on those 9 dots, we can see all the elements here. So maybe I want to add an image. There you go. Then you can select your image. So let's select maybe this one here. Let's insert. There you go. And maybe next to it, you want to add some text, a bit of text, and maybe some a little heading on top. Okay. So for instance, this would be the title, and this is the content of our section here, the paragraph. And then you could add something else right here. So as you can see, we have loads to choose from: videos, portfolio, image galleries. And then if we scroll down, we have icon box, image box, star rating, progress bar, and so on and so on. There is so much. We're not going to cover all this here, guys, but basically feel free to play around, select any of those items. Again, if you wanted to add a counter here, all you do is drag and drop. And as you can see, here is our counter now, okay? So it's going to count from 0 to 100. Maybe you want it to start at 25 and end up at 100, whichever, you know. So this is how easy it is to actually customize, edit, and change the content of your pages. Okay, so now one last thing. I'm going to show you how to change your contact page. So we said we could use this form as the book an appointment form. So we're going to change this and maybe change the content of our form. And I'm going to show you how to link that to your actual email address, so you will receive all your new notifications. Okay, so for this we go back to our WordPress dashboard and we're going to open the pages. So we're going to all pages, contact page, right click, open in a new tab, and we're also going to go into contact and click on contact forms. So this is to edit our contact form and this is to edit our contact page. Okay, very good. So let's start by changing the get in touch. So we said this is going to be book an appointment. Okay, so this is what we wanted to do from the very beginning. Very good. And now let's take care of our form itself. So if I click on this here, you can see we have this settings here that says untitled. So what is this exactly? So basically this is fetching the contact form 7 form. So and this is an additional plugin that's installed on WordPress at the moment. So if we go back to our WordPress dashboard, contact form, so this is contact form 7, which is the exact plugin for this feature. And you can see here, this one is called untitled. So this is the one exactly there, okay? And this is where we can edit this form. As you can see, we have an error at the moment. So we're going to click on this and we're going to edit the content. So as you can see, this is all the different placeholders. So at the moment we have full name, email address, subject, and your message. And this is what we have: full name, email address, subject, and your message. So this is a conventional default type of form, basically, you know, but we can tweak this around. I'm going to show you how you can add different types of fields. But first, let's fix the error message that we have. As you can see, it says here invalid mailbox syntax. So the reason being is very simple, is because here you have rishidemo.com and we need to add our own domain name. So basically we're going to select this here. So whatever your domain name is, and you're going to paste it right there. Okay, just like this. And then you're going to click save. And now we need to fix our error message here. So invalid mailbox syntax. So what's the problem? Well, basically it says your email here in square brackets. And as you can see, the only ones available are those fields. So text 145 or email 996 or text area 789. So let's go back to our form. And as you can see here, email 996, this is the one that we need. Okay, so let's go back here and let's select this one. Okay, Control C, and we're going to place it here. Control V. There you go. And now if we save this, normally the error message should disappear. But clearly, as you can see, it's not solved yet. So what's the problem? We go back to form. And as you can see, this is the email address. Okay. Obviously, this field is mandatory. You cannot reply to someone if you don't have their email address whom to reply to. So clearly you have to make this one mandatory. How do you do that? By adding an asterisk. That's all. And now if we save, there you go. As you can see, the error message now is gone. Okay. So now let me show you how you can add another field if you wanted to. So let's say here, if we add maybe a phone number, maybe you want to book an appointment, you might want to ring them back. So you can select this input here, telephone, and let's make it mandatory, and let's insert this tag. Okay, so there it is. So telephone, and that's the code itself. And now we're going to add a placeholder, and we're going to call this phone number. Okay, just like this. Now we can save. Now we need to insert all these different fields into the content of our mail. Okay, so now we're going to mail. And as you can see, we have the content of our message. So we have your message, but maybe before that, you want to add all these different fields. So we're going to add this one here. We're going to add that one. So that's the phone number. And we're going to add this one as well. Okay, so there you go. Now we have all the content of our form. So we save this now. Very good. So now let's go back to our contact page and let's refresh. As you can see now, it says book an appointment, and we have the full name, email address, and the phone number, subject, and your message. Okay, so let me fill this out now. Okay, very good. So something like that, for instance. Okay, and now I can send a request. Okay, now let me show you from my email box, my mailbox, what it looks like. So there it is, guys. Nothing fancy, you know. You have the message body, and then this is a test from the contact page, the phone number. If you can read this, it means that it's working. So very simple. Now, again, you can tweak this around and make it look a little bit better. Now back to our contact page. Obviously, you can change your contact details here because this is Elementor. Same principle. Simply hover on top of the section you want to edit, click on it, and then you can type in any text that you need and enter your contact details. Okay. And then clearly you can do the same with any of the other pages. All you have to do is basically open that page in Elementor. And again, you'll be able to edit each and every section manually one by one. So let me show you one last thing. As you can see, we have our header section here with an image in the background and then your heading. I'm going to show you how you can change this if you wanted to modify that and customize it as well. So back to our pages. select your page, so edit with Elementor. So I'm going to change the about us section here. Very good. So this is your section here, okay? And basically, if you wanted to change that picture in the background, you don't click on the section, you click on those small dots here, just like that. You go into style, and there is your picture. Now, as you can see, that picture is not blue actually, okay? This is a regular picture. So if I wanted to change that image with another one, let me just select another one here altogether. Maybe, let's see, size-wise, maybe this one here. Okay, let's insert this. Very good. And basically, this is a color overlay. So if we go here, background overlay, this is the color here. So you can change that color again if you wanted to, maybe to a brighter blue or another color altogether. You know, you can change this to whatever color you see fit. And you can change the opacity as well. So as you can see, it goes from 0. So 0 is fully clear. So it's just the image, to fully opaque. So you can't see the image at all. So you might want to reveal a little bit of the image, just enough so that they can see it, but you still have plenty of contrast to be able to read the heading properly. So there you go, guys. That's everything you need to know about the fastest WordPress theme in the world. I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully you did. If so, please consider giving me a thumbs up. I'm going to leave 2 videos here. Please feel free to watch either of these.